Right, the Christopher Fox once again. And this is a request design for Jordan. And the name of the video is Top 10 Worst Family Guy Episodes of All Time. There's 10? Okay, let's check it out.
It's time to look at the darker side of Family Guy. I stand by the opinion that Family Guy has had some brilliant episodes. Some have been real classics that have redefined our standards of comedy animation.
Here we go.
But there's been some Family Guy episodes that have been bad.
No matter what you'll do for the rest of your life, you'll always be garbage.
And I mean just awful.
Jesus Christ! I hope he doesn't get age restricted.
Core of anger for just how lowbrow and cruel they can be. Anti-intellectual speeches, horribly violent scenes.
Peter, you dickhead.
I put Stewie in the oven a bunch of
School shooting jokes.
That's fucked up.
Domestic violence.
However,
Maybe I'm alone on this, but I find it really hard to laugh at some of these.
Whoever made these episodes, you're a psychopath.
Some of these scenes feel like they
God
belong
damn.
on a horror show than an animated comedy show. With that being said, if you like these Family Guy episodes, good for you. It's just my personal opinion. It purely comes down to personal taste. Just a quick warning that this list does contain more violence and offensive scenes than usual. So if that sort of thing bothers you, you may want to skip this one. So, without further ado, let's take a look
The
at
Christmas
what are
special was pretty cool.
top
Family
10
Guy.
worst Family Guy episodes of all time. Number 10.
Christmas time is killing us.
Love Actually. Here's an idea. Let's watch a straight 20 minutes of an ugly breakup. Doesn't that sound like fun? This episode has to be on the list because it is the episode that began the tidal wave of bad Family Guy humor. The episode starts the first 3 minutes with repeatedly telling us the politician's wife killed someone.
Laura Bush killed a guy.
Laura Bush, jeering at Joe's handicap, calling a woman a... Even I won't say that.
I'm not saying that either.
And wraps this
Fuck that
first 3
shit.
minutes up with the sounds of domestic violence mixed with Dr. Seuss.
What?
I have never seen a show so effectively crap on so many otherwise decent
This is why I hate dogs.
concepts
They always
in the space
catch
of 3
rabbits
minutes.
like
The
that.
rest of this
Kill 'em.
episode is basically about Brian feeling bad for not jumping his new girlfriend on the first date because Cleveland is laughingly sleeping with his girlfriend.
We good, Brian. We good.
It teaches young, impressionable minds
Ugh,
bad not to
he's
immediately
naked.
jump into sex in a relationship.
How is this shit on
And if you
TV?
don't,
Seriously.
you're gay, and your girlfriend will leave you. Isn't that great logic? It's just a very sore, unpleasant episode. And if you're still with me, let's press on. And number 9, Brian Griffin's House of Pain.
Oh my god.
The episode starts off very promisingly with Stewie fighting in a jet with Rupert in some very imaginative scenes. Sadly, though, it immediately plunges afterwards into Brian being a pretentious jerk about his artwork. We then proceed to Stewie falling down the stairs and cracking his
Jesus.
head open.
They didn't take him to the
You
hospital?
were babies, I used to knock you kids out every month or so. Sometimes by accident, sometimes when the Patriots lost. You just gotta cover it up, and eventually it all works out.
How? How am I supposed to feel a shred of support or interest in Peter?
Jesus.
He's an asshole.
He
There's
is.
no side plot with Brian turning
Peter.
the script into a shallow sitcom.
With my chimp sidekick.
That it doesn't save giving brain damage to an infant. and then
How is
splitting the
this
episode
shit on
totally
public
up.
television?
I feel
Seriously.
really thirsty watching this episode. Why would a comedy want to remind me of parents that hurt their children? It makes the entire family out to be just horrible human beings. This one is a definite choice for the list.
Yeah.
Number 8. Screams of Silence.
I've seen this one.
He must have autoerotically asphyxiated himself.
This one is notorious for its discussion of domestic violence, and I was told it was a bad one, but I have to admit I had mixed feelings about it. Basically, the episode is about Quagmire's sister and her domestically abusive husband. At the beginning, it handles the subject with dignity, and it's not just an off-color joke.
I want the girl I grew up with back. I want my sister back. Brenda, I love you. Please make the right decision.
I actually really like some of the jokes in this one. Iraq lobster.
Hmm.
To me, that's genuinely funny.
Death to America!
Apologies for those jokes to people from Iran. But the
People,
episode gets
people are
really
just too
ugly in the
touchy.
second half, where our three heroes decide they should just kill off the husband in the woods.
They-
We
he
then get
deserved
some
it.
Really unpleasant and grotesque.
This fuckface deserves a fucking
including a
die.
strangling scene, and the entire thing getting covered up.
And that was, like I said, how was this on public television back in the day?
I do think this is one of the worst, but I also think people should watch this one.
Jesus
I
Christ.
choke myself every day, you bastard.
Number 7.
This was on public TV, but shit like porn wasn't. That makes no sense.
Hey, what? What the hell is that?
Oh my god, it's a little me!
Normally, I give Family
Happy
Guy
Tree
hard
Films is
time
banned, but
being
this one.
crass, uncomfortable, painful to watch, or just plain mean spirit. But this episode is just stupid. Peter gets a talking growth on his
This
neck.
one was fucking
It's just
annoying.
like him,
I
except
wanted to
the
step,
voice
I wanted to
so
rip that thing off his neck and crush it with my
makes
foot.
Jar Binks look sophisticated.
Hallelujah.
The episode is just so impressive and stupid.
It's more than
irritating,
stupid, it's retarded.
boring. It just keeps going on and on.
Wow. 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 Wow.
More painful than sitting through those parent-teacher cheetah meetings.
I challenge you to get through this entire episode. If you can stand to watch this episode more than once, you've better tolerance than me. And for number 6, see how seashell party. There's something to be said for keeping things simple, but this episode just didn't even try.
Looks boring.
It just feels like the writers got lazy. The entire 21 minutes is based within the Griffin house, watching the family bored during a storm. What
Who
could
wants-
possibly be more boring for viewers than watching
Exactly.
the Family Guy crew do nothing? There is a side plot of Brian having a psychotropic drug trip, but we get basically just what seems like the animators exploring whatever they feel like.
Hang on a minute. How about you all sit there quietly while I make dad noises?
Oh,
This
fuck
goes
you.
on for a solid 60 seconds. The only part I kind of enjoyed was the way Stewie is just such a solid
Why are these
friend
so
to
gory?
Brian as he comes
These scenes,
through
man.
his psychotropic drug trip all the way through.
I think I'm dying. Jane Fonda. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, buddy. Totally Jane Fonda. It's gonna be okay.
I just find there's something kind of beautiful about that.
Sue can be a good friend sometimes. Shoot him in the fucking face.
Oh, for Pete's sake, do something, please. It's like they're just trying to kill time. I just don't understand why a multi-million-dollar animated comedy series would do this. I'm not insulted or anything. I mean, there's no overbearing spitefulness or annoying commentary, but could they just do something? The only way to top this episode off is by dedicating the second half from time wasting to an unpleasant bickering between Meg and the family. While Meg has every right to be angry at her family, it's not exactly a pleasant way to watch the episode. You can watch this one, but I assure you, you won't be missing anything if you don't. And number 5. April in Cohort. Have you ever wondered how someone would act if they knew the world was going to end? Would they suddenly become rude, obnoxious, and completely nihilistic to their family and friends? Well, Peter already does. But apparently he becomes even more heartless and cruel to his family now. Basically, news broadcasts make an April Fool's about the world going to end. So Peter gives his family the middle finger and does whatever he wants, even more than usual. I sometimes feel like Seth is trying to make a commentary on something, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what.
You know, this thing bugging me.
People are
God, these are
horrible.
gross.
Is that it? Peter then goes on to tell his children he wishes they were never around. And for some reason, his family is a little bit upset at him. Are we supposed to be feeling sorry for Peter at this point? This
Don't
is
give a
guy
shit about
who openly
Peter.
states he beat his children as infants, gives them drugs, assaults his daughter, beats his wife, attacks random people, and cares nothing for anyone except himself. This guy deserves to be in jail, not given a turnaround where he says sorry and the family likes him again, which just happens like clockwork every episode. I find it really hard to stomach watching Peter in this one.
Well, I guess if you can't earn your kids' respect, you can always blame.
That one was pointless.
Fresh Air. Probably the most awkward Family Guy episode I've
This is
ever
another
seen.
incest episode.
Carl leaves
Jesus
all his money to
Christ.
Chris, so Peter decides to marry his son.
Oh my
Chris
god.
just wants to spend time with his dad so much that he agrees to marry him. I knew the episode was going to go this way, and I was just pleading from the start. Please don't do this. Why go this route? But they did, and it's just as awkward and creepy as it sounds.
Chris, to express my love, I turn to the words of the
This is
only
creepy.
poet that blue-collar New
Who
England
wrote
scumbags
these
ever know.
episodes? Seriously.
Robert Frost.
Maybe I'm not the target audience, but surely incest jokes is a small target audience. This one was just creepy
Oh.
and weird.
Whoever wrote these, you're a
Moving
psychopath.
on.
No, Dad. I don't know what normal is.
And number 3. Brian writes a bestseller. This episode's about, shock and surprise, Brian writing a bestseller. Brian just becomes so unlikable in this episode that I had to include it.
Not okay. Can you figure out what the problem is? I did. How do you think I feel walking out of the back room of a restaurant and seeing Renee
Fresh
Zellweger?
Hair may have been about Peter marrying Chris, but at least
Hey,
there was a bit of a
Snoopy.
light-hearted tone to it. Brian writes a book in the self-help market and is given an excuse to be even more egocentric and nasty than usual. And that's basically the whole plot of the episode. There is a really good final live-action part with Bill Maher, where Brian is rightfully taken down a notch for his ego over his book.
Doc, no. Outside. Outside now.
But it just
Yeah, that
still
made me
made
chuckle.
how much I disliked Brian for it. I know Brian can be a good character. We all do. When he pairs up with Stewie, we get a collection of the best Family Guy episodes
It is
ever
pretty
made.
cool when they're
But
together.
when his character is given this revolting persona, I begin missing our replacement friend Vinny.
So they're after a girl in the neighborhood married a black guy. So we all kind of turned our attention to that.
Number 2. Herpy the Lobster.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, I remember
What can you
this one.
expect from a title like that? 4 words and they've already gone into bad taste. Anyway,
The fuck is
let's
Peter?
try and give it a fair look. We start the episode with Peter assaulting his children with a whip. Yeah, that's pretty standard awful for Peter. He attacks innocent women. Yep, and still standard Peter behavior. Brian gives Stewie herpes. And there we go. You
Why are
know
all
Family
these
Guy
so
episodes
goddamn
go to
gross,
bad
man? This is
when it
supposed to be a
starts
comedy, not a
making
horror
physically sick.
show.
Oh, the imagery for this one is just, revolting. For some reason, this episode
Oh my
just keeps showing
God.
revolting imagery as though it's trying to
Some of it's
gross
just
its
worse than
viewers
South
out.
Park.
I've
Jesus
never quite
Christ.
figured out how gross out episodes do anything for a TV series except lose viewers. But maybe
This
people
crap
see
was on
something I
public
don't in
television.
this.
I don't
One
get that.
viewing was all I could handle of this one, and barely that.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
I guess if you wanted to lose your appetite or
What
make
the
yourself
fuck?
throw up, it'd be good. But believe me, it's fun. As usual, Brian shows himself to be a dirtbag by knowingly giving everyone he dates herpes.
What's
Just an
worse than this one, though?
exceptionally gross and unpleasant episode. I don't recommend this one.
Yeah, I'll skip what of the goddamn
The
play.
number 1 worst Family Guy episode of all time is
What's number 1? Let's see.
So these are the
Brian's a bad father. The entire
He has a
episode
son?
premise is summed up in the 4-word title, and that's what the entire episode is. Just bitterness and uncomfortableness as we watch Brian being a deadbeat, manipulative father to his son Dylan. And we also get another side plot of Peter purposely shooting Quagmire, and they become enemies. Why does he shoot Quagmire? I don't know. They
He's
never
a
explain
retard.
it.
Now this is a gun without a safety. Quite the difference, huh?
He's an asshole.
I don't think any other episode better displays how selfish Brian can be and how cruel and psychopathic Peter is. We spend the entire episode watching Peter be indifferent and just horrible to Quagmire, while Brian tries to mooch off his son's fame, which is just cringingly pathetic to watch for the viewer. Even the jokes in this one have this extra uncomfortable sting to them.
Why is there so much gore in these
this episode was just
episodes?
made to annoy people. And
Unnecessary.
We finished the episode off by making fun of the mentally handicapped.
Yeah,
it
that's
also
fucked up.
contains what I consider the most horrible joke I
Don't call it a
ever
joke.
heard.
Call it a
Fellas,
fucking
if I was
insult.
gonna kill myself, do I split my wrists this way or this way?
God damn, bro. They actually went there with that.
Okay, I'll be in the garage.
Let me speak with you frankly for a second. I started right before a video of this live action. If you ever feel suicidal thoughts, call this number in the US and this number in the
Call this
I'll
people.
also attach other countries in the description.
Don't watch shit like this. Don't show your kids this shit either.
Joke. You deserve that. And with that out of the way, let's continue.
This one shows just how messed up our countries can be.
Yeah.
Swear words get bleed. But we can guide young people in how to slit their wrists. Nipples? Terrible. Suicide guides? A-OK. I
That's
have
what I
zero
say.
respect for Family Guy after I saw this scene. What writer thought people would laugh at this?
Sick and
expect
sick
to
people.
laugh? Did they care? Pardon me for getting so serious about this, but this episode just made me lose my sense of humor. I know Seth knows he appeals to a teen demographic. He says so himself.
That's a comment on us.
I don't know what mountain of spite, hate, and anger this scene came from, but it represents the absolute worst.
Certain
of
reasons
Family
why
Guy.
it has
No
that suicide
exceptions.
shit down
Nothing
and
was given
deep
to
as
the
you
audience
can
in this
go.
scene. Just pure judgment, spite, and hate. And that's why we have a winner. Brian's a Bad Father is the worst Family Guy episode. No exceptions.
And remember, kids, TV violence is fine as long as you don't show a nipple.
On a lighter note, there were good episodes in later seasons of Family Guy, like Stewie and Brian.
I love you too, Stu. You give my life purpose.
That was a good episode until Brian ate his shit.
And the Simpsons crossover was exceptional.
I like that too. I love Family Guy and The Simpsons, but
And maybe that's what to take.
if they're
For every
going that far with the
crappy
blood
joke,
and gore,
there's a
then
good
I
snicker.
don't know.
Do you think I missed a key episode? Do you have a least favorite yourself? Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Wait.
Worst chicken fight ever.
Yeah, some of those are pretty messed up, man. I can't believe those got past the censor, especially the last two, man. Crazy. With that said, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.